Welcome back to the journey, friends. Woo, yeah. We are so happy with the move. Oh man, just knowing that I don't have to haul water anymore and I don't have to haul sewage anymore. Game changer. Oh man. Plus, I don't know if you guys saw the short video, I got the lawnmower working again. Yep, that dream came true. I actually had water in the carburetor, a little bit of water in the gas tank, so I was able to get that out. And y'all, man, I'm so happy, so stoked. Because I actually need to head into town. I'm about to go do that, but I wanted to come over here because we actually had just a little bit of rain yesterday, which kind of halted progress a little bit, but that's okay because I put in a flag over here before it started raining, or right as it started raining because, come on, cobwebs. God, I hate that. Every single time. So I just wanted to see if it was going to raise up the pond any, and nope, it did not. Let's get you turned around so you can. So I got my little flag right there, and it's still right at the water's edge. So nope, even though we had rain for a few hours, but man, yeah, the pond's fairly low, but it still looks pretty good. I mean, it's dirty. I really need to get one of the little solar fountains that I can just throw out here to help aerate this, because we'll get a lot of stuff sitting on top, but plus we're still clearing out trees and stuff like that. I had one over there actually fall into the pond, and I'm still waiting for this one to fall into the pond, which one of these days I might even just cut it down because I want my lure back that's up in that tree. As I'm turning around, I go to walk away, and look what I see. Oh, hello, guy. Man, I hate spiders. But these things are all over the place. All over the place. I actually saw one the day that we were moving the RV. That was next to the truck tire, the driver's side rear tire. Whenever I was getting out to undo the hitch, is one of those types of spiders, but it was a massive female, humongous, and it had a big old giant egg sac on her butt. I'm like, oh, great. But yeah, we have not put anything out over here to help eradicate the spiders and stuff like that, which we are going to be putting out some bird feeders and some bird houses and stuff like that, just to promote bringing in the natural predators to a lot of the bugs that are over here, because there's a lot of crickets, there's a lot of spiders, obviously flies. Can never get away from flies. And then the more we can bring birds over here into the area, give them a place to bathe, give them some food to eat, give them a place to have shelter, and maybe they'll help us clean up some of these bugs without having to go put a bunch of chemicals in our yard. So that's to come. But anyway, let's get to town. All right, made it to the store, so let's go see what we can't buy. All right, got what we needed. Didn't really record a whole lot in the store because actually quite a few people in there, and I didn't want to record someone that didn't want to be recorded. All right, you guys, so it's actually the next day, and whenever I said that we had made it back from the store, yes, we did, but I also had to go back to the store 2 other times, so there's a total of 3 times going back to town because, well, let me just go show you. All right, so we got the well, and all this is temporary, you guys, okay? It's temporary. And I'm telling you right now, disclaimer, I am not a electrician. Not an electrician, all right? I've worked with electricity before. I've worked with electronics. I've worked with weapon systems in the Navy, yada, 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 all right? But anyway, I learned something new, and I actually passed on that knowledge today because the guy that worked at the store, he didn't even know, and he's like old enough to be my grandpa. All right, so got the wire going over as you see. Let's head on over to the panel. So as you see here, I have an Eaton. It's a 200 amp, 120, 240 volts AC. All right, this is rated for exterior use. It also comes with the meter. All of this was built in to one unit. I just had them come out and install the meter, okay? And then I also did the wiring for the RV. I'd already had that on hand of stuff once I got all this in, but I was trying to get this wired in. Well, originally I had it on a plug, all right? That way I could plug it into the generator. And now I just have it coming in, so it comes in the back, which obviously I need to get the piece for that will hold that. But it comes in right now. I just have the ground wire basically holding the wire in place. It comes up, that goes to the ground bus. All right, now this is just, it's wired for 240, okay, but it's just the 2 wires in the ground. It does not have the white neutral, and that's per that switch manufacturer and that pump manufacturer, okay? That's what it is. So I have a hot and a hot coming up to a breaker. It just goes straight in. So I got rid of the plug. I'm not going to any other switch other than the breaker itself. So it's hardwired in, okay? Once I get to where this is moved, because I'm going to be building it's still going to be temporary because we will need to move it around. So I'll probably just have it on skids, which you'll have to see how I'm going to do that, because obviously it still needs to have access to the ground right in here, because I need a water line to be able to go to the head, right, to the well head, which you can see right here, which is going to have to be recapped because that has a wrong style cap on it. But I also need my line, my water line, to be coming out from under the ground, heading over to where I plan on putting the temporary well house, okay? Because obviously we're eventually building our foundation, our home right here, and the well house is going to be kind of a separate building that will be attached to the side, okay? But I need to be able to move it interim a little bit here and there, because I'm kind of focusing, so where that concrete slab is over here, of where that comes straight out, to keep it about, 6 inches to a foot this side of that slab, because that line of that slab is really close to where the side of our house is going to be, okay? Because all this is coming out eventually. That shed will get moved to a different location. All that slab's coming out, all this junk's going away. That shed over there will end up going over by mom and dad's cabin, because that's their shed. All right, this will get converted over to an art studio. But anyway, not here for all that. That's all future projects. Power. So we got power going to the well. Finally, don't have to utilize generator. So now I can move that generator over to the shop and be able to utilize that for my tools and other things until eventually I can get power there, because that shop is not staying there full time either. You'll find out later down the line where the blacksmith shop is moving to, along with a woodworking shop. But, oh man, it has been one heck of a couple days just trying to go through, because what I learned, right, was not all breakers are made the same. And even though, I've dealt with electronics, electricity, and stuff like that, I did not know that there was different styles of breakers. I thought if you had an Eaton panel, you get an Eaton breaker, and it's good to go. And no, that wasn't the case. And that's actually what the guy up at the store, sorry, I'm putting my coffee down. Yes, I still drink coffee. Kinda. I've been drinking water and tea as well, and Kool-Aid and just whatever. But I still like to have a sip of coffee here and there. And but yeah, even the guy at the store, he's like, yeah, I thought as long as you had the same brand, it would work. Nope, not the case. So they have different types, right? They have a BR, they have a CL, a CH, just all kinds of different types of breakers. So what you need to do whenever you're going to buy a breaker for your panel, and as a homeowner, right, always look at your codes, always look at the different things you need to. If you have to hire an electrician based on where you live, then do that. But otherwise, you can come up to your panel and you'll look and see it has all kinds of different information in it. But normally if you come down, it'll say right in here, so it will have, you know, short circuit rating with the main breaker. It tells you what the main breaker is, okay? And then as you come down, it'll say breaker, and then it tells you the different kinds, okay? So this is a BR or a BRAF or a BD or a BQ or a BQC, BRD, all right? That's the type of breakers that fits in here. So whenever you're looking at your breaker, it's gonna be basically right here in the front. It'll say the type, and this is a BR220, and then type C220. Okay, but that has to be on that breaker for that panel, otherwise it doesn't fit. So the first one I went and bought was a CL. Yeah, it didn't work. But then I've also been cutting grass because I got the lawnmower working. So as you can see, I've been cutting grass. It's looking a lot gooder up around here. I still got to move the tractor because I haven't cut grass right here. But then we also need to eradicate some bugs. So until I can get some bird feeders and stuff like that in, I got us a new spreader. That way I can spread out some stuff. It's still pet friendly, kid friendly, but that way I can go through and I can just in front and around the RV get some granules down, get it watered in a little bit, which I thought we were going to be expecting a little bit of rain today, but yeah, it's not a single cloud in the sky. So I guess we're not doing that. So I'm gonna get the finishing, cutting up some grass, getting the granules out, and oh man, the breeze is coming. Feels so lovely today, but I definitely appreciate you guys for following along. Sorry I didn't really show a whole lot, but whenever it comes to electronic type stuff, because for one, like I said, I am not a licensed electrician. I am a homeowner. For here, our codes, I can do the work and it's fine. All right, so we definitely appreciate you guys. And remember, last but not least, to always thank a veteran at every chance you get, not only on Veterans Day, and we'll see you on the next one. There you go. Oh yeah, by the way, check out our stuff down in the description. We have links to our Amazon wish list and to our store over at Bonfire. If you'd like to get some merch, it's greatly appreciated. Thanks for making it this far. Hit that subscribe. Appreciate you. Later.